Hi, I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I'm part of the Chart Guys community. I've been a trader and technical analyst for the last 8 years. Today, I'm going to bring you the market recap video where I go over the indices, commodities, crypto, and a little MJ. And of course, we will discuss semiconductors and how could we not talk about AMD. All right, so today is February 29th. It's the end of the month. And we had rebalancing that happens at the end of every month. And it's kind of helpful to just make yourself a note, like on your calendar, a recurring appointment the last day of the month to remember that we have these big imbalances that come in, and then we have the rebalancing that happened. And we saw that in Apple, in Microsoft, and Amazon at the end of the day. And that's what this wick is here at the end of the day. 1:50 my time, 3:50 Eastern, the imbalances come out, and today it was $4.1 billion to the buy side, and we just spiked up. And then those buys have to get matched up. So we saw a lot of volatility toward the end of the day, but let's kind of back up and see what happened before then. So this morning we had PCE, and PCE, we had a bullish reaction. PCE came in line. Actually, let's go look at that. So it came in line 2.8 as anticipated. No surprises there. Tomorrow we have ISM data. And again, I put myself an alert 30 minutes after the market opens. I actually set it for 25 minutes after the market opens, so at 9:55, so I can remember that we have some news coming out that could impact the market and any positions that I'm in. Okay, so what happened today? We set that daily higher low. We've been looking for it. That's what we did. We were unable to break the all-time high and get a new higher high and confirm this bull flag, which actually looks a little better on the 2-day, for a 2-day bull flag. We didn't confirm it today. We came just short of confirming it, but this is bullish price action. Very bullish price action, actually. So tomorrow we'll look to see if the bulls can break over the high, or do we have an equilibrium on the 4-hour where we just go sideways into next week. NASDAQ, on the daily, we were unable to break over this high, 1814475, and confirm that 2-day bull flag. But overall, that daily higher low is now set. Now the question is, do we get a lower high or a higher high? And that's the question for ES and NQ. RTY, on the daily, we were able to break over that high, and they're like, ha ha ha, we didn't set a daily lower high, Lori. But they didn't get a lot of follow through, and that's a bearish upper wick of bulls taking profit. As you can see, they took a lot of profit. You don't want to see that. Bull breaks are great, but you want to see follow through. So we'll see where that daily higher low gets set, because that's a more likely scenario. Dow. So on the Dow, we have the daily higher low now set. We've got to break that high, or we will EQ out. And I'm saying EQ. Let me draw that for you. It's clearer here on YM. So it could look something like that. And that makes the most sense. Let's look at the retracement on the Dow. The retracement on the Dow, we retraced almost 65% of that move. So a lower high makes sense on the Dow. Looking at the VIX, we started with a spike up this morning, PCE, and then we gave it all back down to new lows. Fear exit stage right just as fast as it comes in on entry stage left. So on Bitcoin, we have an hourly downtrend. We have a 4-hour tightening pattern. Coin held up actually pretty well, considering it held up pretty well. We'll be looking for a lower high tomorrow compared to a 211.31. Mara had an offering yesterday, and it was really low on the down low key. I didn't see a lot of tweets about this, but we did have an offering last night on Mara, $1.5 billion they announced after their earnings. So it was super heavy, as you can anticipate. And we closed the day with a 4-hour bear flag. So Mara, I'm going to stay in reverse back burner mode. And what I mean by that is I'm looking for 5 and 15-minute overbought conditions to look for shorts. Of course, it would help if Bitcoin's coming down during that time that I'm looking for a top fish, but that will be a top priority for me tomorrow. And Riot was not down as much as Mara, but it was pretty heavy, down 9%, and we also closed with a 4-hour bear flag. Looking at the dollar, It came in with some strength, some surprising strength actually, considering the market was kind of floating up during this time period. It was kind of surprising. We're closing here with an hourly bull flag possibly. And on the 4-hour, we have an equilibrium. Looking for the clearest time frame, and on a weekly time frame, this could be a bull flag. That wouldn't be good for the market in general terms. It doesn't always run inverse, but in general terms, it wouldn't be good. On the daily, we got a higher high. On XLF, we got a new all-time high. XLV was not as strong. We have support coming in here at 144.24. So now on the next bounce, we're looking for a lower high on XLV. In my head, what I mentally do, what I just did is I just said, okay, XLV probably won't be helping the bulls because we're looking for a lower high. So I kind of wipe them off the slate and say, okay, we got to look to other sectors to help the bulls if semis take a break, QQQs take a break. Gold got a higher high, but we still cannot get over the daily 50 MA. It still gets karate chopped to the throat on gold. So yes, we got a higher high, but no, we didn't get follow through, and we're still closing below the daily 50 MA. Oil, we had inventory yesterday and we popped up and we promptly gave it all back. We're in an hourly downtrend, so oil gave back a lot of the strength that we saw yesterday. Apple, what do we say about Apple? Someone has their finger on the sell button, sell, 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 and obviously someone big like Buffett. This could be a falling wedge. We'll see tomorrow. Lower lows without a ton of follow through, but this is not what you want to see. So on a bounce, bears will be looking for a lower high compared to 182.57. Google, we talked about this key support hold yesterday because a key support hold on the weekly from over here, 135.15. We held 135.41. Bulls came in today and they bounced from that. We closed up, I wouldn't say near the high of day, but it wasn't a terrible performance. Let's look at it on a shorter term time frame. Yeah, it was pretty good close with those imbalances that came in the end. But let's talk about Microsoft. So I was posting in the room this afternoon that we had this cup and handle, and the bulls were able to tear through that. And then when those imbalances came out, bulls literally went on a tear. This was a Queen of the Mountain trade, and what I was watching, let me get rid of this. What I was watching was this squeeze here on the hourly chart, and man, did it resolve to the upside in a big way. Look at that rounded bottom. Beautiful. All right, we have Tesla. Tesla was unable to break the prior day high and then fell to a new low of day. And then tomorrow, bears will be looking to top fish that level again, looking for a lower high. Semis. Oh, semis. Semis was unable to break through 213.36, but man, did they put on a performance today, led by the superstar AMD. AMD was my Queen of the Mountain trade. Why? Look at this tightening range and look at this squeeze. It was my top watch on Queen of the Mountain trade. I even posted again right before the market opened. And then I posted, I'm long Queen of the Mountain setup, I'm long AMD. And boy, did I exit those calls way too early. I typed 252, but it was actually entry was 237. And I exited 350, then 335. And this is an actual chart of those calls. So it was the 180 calls expiring tomorrow. And as you can see, I bought in this area and they went up as high as $13 today, which is $1,300. So I bought them at $237 and they went up to $1,300. So pretty awesome call out. Not the best execution. I was profitable and that's all that matters, but definitely need to work on the execution. So AMD, new all-time high. I would have this on back burner watch tomorrow. ARM closed pretty well. The daily higher low is now set. That's what we were looking for. I was repetitive last night. SMCI looking for a daily higher low. NVDA looking for a daily higher low. And we're getting it. ARM daily higher low. So on NVIDIA, the daily higher low is set now. The question is, do we get a higher high or a lower high compared to the all-time high? And we close strong, and we have some good strength in after hours. So now we have this tightening range on SMCI. Do we get a higher high break, or do we get a lower high relative to 1,354? This is my new favorite trading instrument, SMCI. Then we'll close out with Cannabis and Psychedelics. MNMD had a nice day, going sideways, but they were up 7%, so that it looks good. On the daily chart, this chart is fine. On the weekly chart, it's fine. MSOS, not fun. We closed near the low of day. We broke the prior day low. Bears are just having a field day with MSOS. And then TCNNF closed near the low of day. Again, bears are having field day. Okay, I mentioned the ISM tomorrow. Don't forget about that. And give me a follow on X at ChartGal Lori. All right, we will end it there. Thank you.